We're ready?
Unmute.
I'm good.
Unmute. We're good. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Mayor and Council meeting here. It's our regular meeting for Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024. It's so nice to see all of you here. Usually it's very sparsely attended, and that's okay. We don't take it personally. So let's get this meeting rolled, and so we can get to the good parts of it, the volunteer awards. Pick up. So, this meeting is being conducted telephonically. The dial-in number is 425-436-6365, access code 213563. The meeting may also be viewed on Ramsey YouTube channel, and that can be accessed through the Borough website. May I please have a roll call?
Mayor Dillon,
Here.
Councilwoman Cusick,
Here.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Here.
Councilman Kilman.
Absent. Oh, I'm sorry, he's on the phone.
Yep. Councilman Popolo,
Here.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Here.
Councilwoman Woods.
Here.
Thank you. We have the flag salute, and I will ask former council member Harry Weber to please lead us. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of all citizens to have advance notice of and to attend all meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting the public is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, notice of this meeting of the Mayor and Council was published in the Bergen Record and the Englewood Ridgewood News on Friday, January 19, 2024. Approval of minutes, please.
Madam Mayor, this is Councilwoman Cusick, and I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes from the 9th October 2024 meeting.
Thank you. We have a second?
I'll second that.
All right, any comments or changes to the minutes? Not hearing any. Roll call to approve, please.
Councilwoman Cusick.
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Yes.
Councilman Kilman,
Yes.
Councilman Popolo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Abstain.
Councilwoman Woods.
Abstain.
Thank you. Communications.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the communications listed on tonight's agenda.
Do we have a second?
Yes, I second, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. I know for communication number 1, we accept with regret the retirement of Detective Sergeant Adam Zelag. Any comments on the communications? Okay, not hearing any. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick,
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Yes.
Councilman Kilman,
Yes.
Councilman Popolo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll move on to public comment. Anyone wishing to address the governing body, please give your name, spelling the last name, and address. Please speak in an audible tone and address your comments to the chair. There will be a 5-minute time limit per speaker, unless reduced because of the volume of business on the agenda. Please note, public comment is your time. Out of respect and fairness to all, there will be no interruptions or questions answered during your time. No time shall be ceded to anyone else, and no time shall be served for later use. Any responses may be given during the governing body's comments later in the meeting or as directed by the chair. The Borough Clerk is the official timekeeper. Okay, is there anyone in chambers that wants to comment during public comment? Okay, not seeing anybody. Is there anyone on the line that would like to comment? First call for public comments. Second call for public comments for anyone on the line. Third and final call for public comments for anyone on the line. Okay, not hearing any public comments or seeing anybody step up in the chambers, we'll close public comment. Can I please have a motion to go out of order so that we can do the volunteers awards?
Yes. Yes, Madam Mayor, I make a motion to go out of order.
Thank you, Tis.
Madam Mayor, this is Councilwoman Cusick, and I second that motion to go out of order.
Thank you. All in favor for going out of order?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, great. Let's get this show on the road. We should probably tell everybody from outside.
Madam Mayor. Yeah, sure. I got you. It's Anthony. He's his mom and he are right out the door there.
Yep.
In the middle.
Sarah, do you want to just put that on the ledge so it's a little closer to hear you? Guys, thanks.
There's room on the other side.
Are you gonna, ready?
I'm ready to speak. You tell me when.
Okay, rescue squad.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for having us here. My name is Dave Brown. I'm captain from Ramsey Rescue Squad. I'm pleased to be presenting our award for Volunteer of the Year tonight to Anthony Graziano. Anthony is a dedicated high school student who's also a member of the Ramsey Rescue Squad, starting out when he was 16 or 15? 15 as an explorer. We have an explorer program that brings juniors into the rescue squad, allows us to indoctrinate them and learn more about rescue. This is about
Indoctrinate.
learn more about the emergency services. And we've really seen Anthony flourish. He just graduated from the Fire Academy this past week. Things this week. We're so happy to have him at all calls, all of our drills. Super appreciative of his volunteer service, so thanks so much. And congratulations, Anthony.
Thank you, Anthony. Well done. Congratulations. Would you like to say anything?
Oh, thank you so much. First off, I'll thank the mayor and council tonight for taking the time to recognize myself and the other award winners tonight. Congratulations to them. Secondly, I'd like to thank the chief officers and the line officers department, who since I've joined have always been there to help mold me to who I am today. And lastly, I'll thank my parents and my family who have always supported me from the beginning, since driving me to calls in the middle of the night.
Wow.
And I wouldn't be here without them. So thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I can tell you, in our many years of doing this, this is the first time I've heard someone thank their parents for driving them to an emergency call. So, well done, parents. Okay, at this point, we'll have ambulance corps please come up. Hello. How are you? Nice to see you. Hello. Camera's right there. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Really appreciate everyone coming out to show their support for every volunteer that's receiving an award this evening. I'd like to thank the mayor and council for their tremendous amount of support. You guys love volunteering, and you love volunteers. And the fact that we always have some sort of recognition several times throughout the year really makes it beneficial to not only the volunteers, but so that the families of the volunteers can see everything that they go through. For this year, we selected Joe as our volunteer of the year. And honestly, when the committee, I wasn't able to make the meeting, but when the committee called me remotely telling me that during preliminary discussions, they were thinking about Joe, I said, without a doubt, let's do Joe, and everyone was in agreement, and that meeting lasted less than 5 minutes. Joe joined us in 2022, shortly after his daughter, Alana, joined us, and there's rumors that his wife might also be joining us soon. So we really appreciate everything that Joe does for us. Joe stepped up back in May when we suffered a big loss to the ambulance corps, and he was able to help us with trustee work, and he's really looking forward to doing whatever he can. Whenever you drive past the ambulance corps, there's the sign that's out on the lawn next to where the bushes were. Joe spent hours upon hours of painting it, sanding it, and getting it ready. We put car paint on it so that now we actually have to go out and wax it like we're waxing the ambulance. So I really appreciate everything that Joe does, all the other volunteers. Again, Mayor and Council, thank you, and congratulations, everyone.
Just want to thank the mayor and council for this award. It's really great to be part of a great team at the ambulance building. We're a really great team, and we serve the community, so we do our best what we can do.
Thank you. Not Nicole? Okay, Nicole got the picture. Thank you. Hey, fire department. Come on up, Doug.
Can you hear me now?
Camera. Come on down. Okay. Chief?
Good evening, all. Thanks for coming tonight. This is always a great time of year where we actually get to look what makes Ramsey special. And it's really all the volunteers. It's not just the emergency services, but the Shade Tree Commission, all the other organizations, football, Boy Scouts, everything that makes this a community. And the reason I've been here for, I guess it's 29 years now. So, congratulations to everybody else here tonight. And, thank you for all you do because, you contribute a lot. This is always a special time of the year for us. It's almost like kind of New Year's Eve. We have to reflect and look back, and you're actually thankful and blessed for all you have, for all the members. The fire department probably has about 45 active members, and I'm asked now to say, who's my favorite child? Oh no, Bob, I did. I did too. And actually, with that, I did have a favorite. And then I actually had to go back to the mayor and council and say, you know what? I need 2 recipients for tonight because one is just not going to cut it this year. So first, I'd like to start by just reading something that I had the honor of presenting back in February to the New York and New Jersey Volunteer Firemen's Association. I said I would personally like to recommend Robert Barton for accommodation for the New York, New Jersey Firemen's Association. This is in recognition of his 60 years of service. Wow. 60 years. Robert is known as a longtime friend and dedicated member of the fire service. He began his service in January of 1964. Yep, Bob, before I was born. And that was in the Glen Rock Fire Department. Robert served in Glen Rock until 1970, averaging about 77% response of their total call volume. With a passion to serve and a change in geography, Robert joined the Wyckoff Fire Department in 1969. He served the township for 3 years, responding out of Wyckoff Company 1. In 1972, Robert earned the distinction as an exempt member of the New Jersey Firemen's Association. With a second change of geography and a passion to serve, Robert joined Ramsey Fire Department in 1972. Robert has remained active member of in Ramsey with over 52 years of service. He's earned the distinction of life member and affectionately known on the fire desk as Operator 30. Robert has continued dedication to the fire service, and he still, to this day, maintains a call percentage of 80%. So, Robert.
It's appreciated. I started as a junior fireman in Glen Rock when I was 19. That's how I started. So, young kid then, so.
You're aging
Thank you
yourself
very
out.
much.
Thank you, Bob.
The work that John has done, getting, the grants and everything else. He's been a great asset to our fire department.
Thank you, Bob.
All
So
right.
secondly, I'd like to present an award to John Creel tonight. Unfortunately, John, who's a career firefighter, is working in the city of Patterson. Joining us here tonight is his wife Danielle, and Kristen, and Caitlin, who's being shy over there. Like I said, it's hard to always pick your favorite child. But John did one hell of a job, and when we started thinking about the volunteering and giving back to the community, not only has John given back many years of service, has served as our former fire chief in town, but John this year has had the distinction of getting the town awarded $670,000 in grants. This wasn't a single grant, this was actually a combination of 3 grants. And these grants are awarding us many things. They're awarding us personal protective gear, gear washing, washer and dryer. We have cleaning machines for our SCBAs, the self-contained breathing apparatus, as well as being able to upgrade our entire fleet with new SCBAs on board. As we look back, and we all just went through COVID, and actually some grants that John got us back then and was able to keep us safe through COVID. Some of the grants we had back then were to start upgrading these packs, but now we're able to upgrade these packs completely, because in the past, each guy had their own specific mask that they got to wear, but everybody shared the same regulator on the pack. So if you just finished a call, and maybe it wasn't decontaminated in the proper way, we're now going to be able to give everybody their own individual regulator to plug in and keep them safe and keep them healthy. So these grants are really to benefit the town financially, but benefiting the firefighters' health and safety. So I'd like to thank John Creel for all the hard work that he's done, and his family for allowing us his time to do these opportunities.
He did have a message. He did write a message for me to share with everyone. Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to all of this year's outstanding volunteers. Thank you to Mayor Dillon and the council for taking the time to honor some of the hardworking volunteers within the borough. I'm truly humbled to be among these honorees. I would like to especially congratulate my co-nominee firefighter Bob Martin for his 60 years of service to the Ramsey Fire Department. I'm sorry that I'm unable to attend this evening's ceremony, but I was unable to reschedule work tonight. I'd also like to thank Chief Harvey for the nomination and recognition. Since 2018, the Ramsey Fire Department has received over $780,000 in funding from the state, federal government, and various charitable foundations. With these funds, we've been able to provide the newest and best personal protective equipment, respiratory protection, and training for our firefighters with minimal impact to our taxpayers. I wish to thank Mayor Dillon and the council for supporting our efforts with these grants. Again, congratulations to all of this evening's recipients.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you. And I just want to emphasize why grants are so important. Ramsey is a giver town. You know, we send money to the county, we send money to the state, we send money down to DC. We don't really normally get that money back. We just don't. Grants are one way for us to get that money back. We aggressively go after grants. John Creel went after this. I mean, when I got that call from Congressman Gottheimer, when he told me how much money we were getting, I nearly fell out of my chair. I was like, whoa, that is a lot of money. So this is, you know, with all the grants that we do, that helps reduce the tax burden to the taxpayers in our town. By, you know, whatever we can pay for its grants, that's less tax dollars we have to spend. So anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Okay, this is for OEM and CERT, Office Emergency Management. So, do we have anyone from OEM, CERT? No? You wanna read it? Okay.
I think you're
You wanna read it? Yeah.
Okay. All right, as the Ramsey CERT Coordinator and President, I would like to nominate on behalf of Ramsey CERT and OEM, Desiree DeRosie for Volunteer of the Year. Ms. DeRosie joined our first Ramsey CERT basic training back in the fall of 2022 as a trainee. She successfully completed the program and fulfilled all requirements. Ms. DeRosie has been at almost all events, trainings, meetings, and programs put on by Ramsey CERT. She has recruited various members at these events and taken an emergent leadership role when working with others. Further, Mr. Rosie stepped up to the challenge to take on the position of secretary on the board of directors for the year of 2024. and hopefully she will continue to do so in the coming years. As secretary, in addition to her regular responsibilities, she has not missed a meeting and has reworked our bylaws. As our program continues to grow and flourish, we cannot wait to see what Mr. Rossi will be able to accomplish and assist with. I would personally, on behalf of Ramsey OEM and CERT, like to congratulate and thank Mr. Rossi for all she does. It does not go unnoticed.
Okay, the Ramsey Garden Club.
Appropriate.
Hello. Oh, look how beautiful. Come on over this way, ladies.
Perfect jacket.
Come on over this way. Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
Wait, how do we follow EMS? Fire department, police. We're the Ramsey Area Garden Club. Take it, Denise.
My name is Denise Walter, and I represent the Garden Club. And if you've gotten stuck in traffic on Main Street, I'm sure you've noticed the triangle circle up near Spring Street. And that's what the Garden Club plants, designs, and maintains. And also the flower pots at the railroad station, and the display at the library in the spring. So I'm happy to introduce two of our very deserving members. Angelis is a 40-year member of a resident of Ramsey and an 8-year Garden Club member. She served 3 years as our publicity chair and writes many articles for the Journal and
Suburban News.
Newsletter?
And the
Newsletter?
magazine.
The newsletter?
Yeah, Ramsey
Right.
Journal. Thank you for putting us in
And
the.
she certainly advertises our plant sale every spring. So we thank you.
Thank you. And I will support. It's a pleasure. I've only been to one mayor and council meeting many years ago because I have lived in Ramsey for 40 years. Don't worry, Mayor, I'm not gonna say anything bad. I did attend. I remember the room being so much longer or bigger, it seemed, because I did take the microphone, because I live on a street that the car dealerships are in my backyard, so to speak. So, of course, I get a lot of lawyers sending me things that they want a variance for, a variance to expand their dealership. So I did come and I put my 2 cents in to fight it. Of course, we lost, so I haven't been to a council meeting since, except received this great honor. Thank you very much.
And I'd like to introduce Snow too, and she's a very familiar volunteer from Ramsey. Every year she gets an award from a different organization. So this year it's our turn, and she's been a member since the year 2000, and has served as vice president twice, and responsible for organizing and scheduling guest speakers. We meet the second Tuesday of every month at the Lutheran Church. And Snow has chaired the scholarship fund for the Ramsey High School seniors. For students who are studying the environmental studies or horticulture or landscape design. And we have our scholarship is $750. At the Ramsey Country Club, luncheon is prepared for Play for Pink, which is a fundraiser for cancer patients. And Snow designs all the table decorations, and she makes them. And each one is given to cancer survivors. And then
Congratulations, Ann.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Doing a great job. I don't know why I keep using this.
Congratulations. Yep, the seniors, Roger? Hi, Lee. How are you? Hey, Sue. Fair, let me see you. Hi, Roger. So,
So, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to honor our volunteer. So, what makes a volunteer? Aristotle said couple thousand years ago, what is the essence of life? It is to serve others and to do good. And the dictionary defines a volunteer as a person who undertakes a service freely and without financial compensation for the benefits of others. For over a year, the Ramsey Senior Center has enjoyed the benefit of the creative and artistic efforts and selfless dedication of our Volunteer of the Year. From decorating the inside of the Senior Center for all occasions, to planning, creating, and planting a beautiful garden, our volunteer has brought tremendous joy to our members and beauty to our surroundings. Roger and I would like to express our deepest appreciation for all the time, effort, and money that has been so graciously given by our volunteer. Roger and I are very proud to accept this award on behalf of our volunteer who wishes to remain anonymous.
wow.
We brought some visual proof of, this is what the senior center garden outside door looks like before our volunteer put her hands on it. And this is one of the samples now of the way it looks.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
And she can tell you every single plant with the most characteristics. And if you drive by there this evening, you'll see her currently the Halloween
Oh,
decorations
oh, I gotta go by tomorrow.
outside.
That she made all by hand.
Yeah. She actually cut out those all by hand with her jigsaw. Painted them.
Painted them.
Wow. The view of it.
Gotta be a member of the garden club.
Sign her up.
I already, right, we want her in.
Yeah, she recently added some outside community center, some hanging plants that you can.
Around our flagpole and when we did our dedication.
It's beautiful.
Thank you, Elaine. Thanks, Roger. Thanks, Elaine. Okay, Greater Ramsey Unico. Come on down.
Good evening. Thank you to Mayor and the Council, which we have members here, Mr. Popola, Ms. Woods, Ms. Woods. And so thank you so much for having us here. I want to thank you for acknowledging our volunteers. This is very special to us. I'm sorry, but I don't want to forget one word. I'm honored to be present, to be presenting this award to the outstanding volunteer from the Greater Ramsey Unico, to Roberta Kleinbart. Roberta has been an active member of our organization for over 14 years, longer than I have been. She was elected to the executive board as president and vice president for many of those years. She's a leader who works tirelessly and diligently with our members as the chairperson and co-chairperson of our fundraising events. She's organized, hardworking, caring, reliable in every way. Roberta does an outstanding job volunteering and supporting our causes and goals. She exemplifies our Unico motto of service above self. Here she is, service above self. She's involved in every aspect of what we do as a chapter to raise funds for charitable needs. As president of our chapter, my sincere appreciation and gratitude for your years of commitment and dedication to our Greater Ramsey Unico chapter. We couldn't do it without you, Roberta.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. You all might be asking, what's a girl with the last name of Kleinbar doing here? But that's just a married name. My maiden name was Ray, which is 100% Italian, and I want to thank my parents, who are both 100% Italian. And I've always taught myself and my sisters who are here tonight the importance of respecting your Italian culture and heritage. I've lived in Ramsey for 32 years. I volunteered everywhere, you name it. I've been a PTO president. I am back on with the library, the Friends of the Library, but I never found my home until I joined Unico, and it was everything I learned growing up. So people might think the most important thing to us Italians is food, which it is. But thanks to my parents and my family, I know that the most important thing is family. And that is what we have created at Greater Ramsey Unico. And I just want to thank Maria, our fearless leader, who when I was president, if I could only have been half the president that she's been for us the last 4 years, maybe more. So thank you to all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you to the mayor and council.
Take a quick picture. I forgot to take a picture.
Of course. Hey, Knights of Columbus, you're up. Hi, how are you? What's going on?
What's going on?
Hello.
Hi everybody, my name is Matt McGrath. I am the Grand Knight of the Knights of Columbus. And in the Knights of Columbus, we have the Knight of the Year. And he doubles as the Volunteer of the Year. So, with a little help from Mr. Weber here, who you're all familiar with, I wrote a little bit down. In our organization, volunteers, Frank is one that always raises his hand, not only to help, but to lead. Frank has volunteered countless hours at our major events. In addition, Frank has always takes ownership of various initiatives. Frank is leading the planning committee for our upcoming 70th anniversary. Look out for that coming in the spring. Frank has filled in as Santa Claus, if you can believe it, Christmas parties held at nights, special needs, and special interest groups. Frank has spearheaded our blood drive program for more than 5 years, scheduling the event, coordinating all logistics with Vitalent, settling the facility, advertising online around town. Most importantly, Frank's efforts result in close to 100 pints of blood donated each year, totaling with close to 500 pints from the time that he's been handling this. As a result, Frank was selected as the 2024 Knight of the Year and Volunteer of the Year. Just one other thing I want to say is that you guys are hopefully mostly familiar with what we do. You know, we're shaking the can every May, and then we do the other various events to raise money. All the events I just mentioned are separate, and the blood thing was just something that Frank came up with. And the people at Vitality tell us 500 pints is more than anybody. Out of nowhere, Frank just comes up and does this stuff. And that's, I mean, he should, you know, I don't know if he should get it next year, but he does, when we said above and beyond, he is absolutely that it, and he doesn't do the normal stuff, he does the normal stuff too, and then he does extra. And that's why he's our Knight of the Year. Thank you.
Let me just say just a few words. First of all, I want to thank Matt, as Grand Knight for the Ramsey Council. Harry is as past Grand Knight for the Ramsey Council for this nomination. But I also stand here, not just for myself, for all the knights in the Ramsey Council. They do so much good work, a lot of charity work, and I'm proud to be part of that organization, and proud to have these two gentlemen as the leaders of that organization. A shameless plug, we have a blood drive tomorrow. At the hall from 2 to 7, roll up a sleep.
How many have signed up now?
We have 34.
There you go.
With 31 slots, so we're gonna squeeze more in.
So we're
At the
oversubscribed,
Knights?
but there's always people that get deferred because of the high blood pressure or whatever, so come on down. We'll always take a walk in if we can.
Till 7?
Free cookies and juice.
Cookies.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. The Women's Club. Hello, ladies.
How are you?
Very well. Yourself? Come on over. Hello.
All right. This is Katie, and she's been a member of the Women's Club since 2014, good 10 years. And she has been selected as a Volunteer of the Year. She has been a gracious hostess at all our meetings, providing refreshments, welcoming new members, and serving everyone with a friendly smile. At our farmers markets events, Katie is the first to arrive and the last to leave, working all day dishing out strawberry shortcake, peaches and cream, and apple cake. And all the time she'll be encouraging the public to put something in our donation jar. Katie is an untiring volunteer who for 10 years has helped the Women's Club raise funds for charities and local organizations. Thank you for giving us the opportunity and to recognize Katie and all that she does in her volunteerism.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I moved here to Ramsey 10 years ago. First time in New Jersey. I lived in New York State all my life. But this town is so welcoming. I only knew 2 people, my daughter and her husband, when I first moved here. And now I have so many people I've met, so giving and kind. And the Women's Club is wonderful too. Looks out for people. It's good people doing good things. Pleasure.
Thank you. Well done. Congratulations. I appreciate it. Thank you for nominating her. Okay, I've got a picture. Okay, picture. Good.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll have the Junior Women's Club. Are the juniors here? Oh, wonderful. They're here. Good.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here tonight among such an inspiring group and really honored to hear all of your stories of service. I'm Kara Palumbo with the Ramsey Junior Women's Club, and the core of what we do as a fundraising group is volunteer. Our time, monetarily, and more importantly, our respected expertise in certain areas. The most fun part about being president has been learning just what those different areas of expertise are. And I found that they surprise you, they inspire you, they humble you. When you realize the talent and the knowledge that this group of women collectively has to share in their volunteerism, most of which are young moms who should very well have little energy left at the end of the day. I know I don't. But the problem that I faced in recognizing our group's 2024 Volunteer of the Year was we have such a strong group. So the dedication that I've seen to ensuring the success of our fundraising and community initiatives, it's been really impactful to me in understanding what selfless service really is, and especially from women who are asked so much of throughout the day anyway. While there were a lot of deserving volunteers in our group that I would love to highlight. It was really just no question that the two most inspiring standouts are Vasiliki Sapolta and Serpui Vartivarian. I'll start with Serpui, who is our publicity chair. Publicity is really the fuel of our success, and as the PR chair for the past 3 years, Serpui has made all of the flyers that you see to promote our events and our fundraising initiatives on social media and maybe throughout town. All of the sign-up links to get you registered and participating, not only for our community events, but also internally for anything from a board meeting to just a ladies' night. It's a lot of extra work. So not only does she painstakingly deliver on all these tasks that are associated with literally every event, from anything internal to all of the fundraisers that you'll see us asking you to come join and support. But she also received her doctorate in nursing earlier this year. So with two beautiful young girls, a full-time job, literally saving lives at Hackensack Meridian Health, and leading a team inspiring them to do the same, an extensive hobby which I am happy to benefit from when it comes to baked goods. She has also found time to support all of our PR efforts, and I thank you so much, Serpui. It's really well deserved. Now, Vasiliki has made an impact on me from the moment I've met her. She has that impact on people, but also on our group and as the community as a whole, whether you directly know it or not. You will after tonight, I guess. What I want to highlight about Vasiliki is her humility and grace in approaching all aspects of volunteerism in our group, always enthusiastically stepping up to support any event or initiative, even when it's outside of the scope of her responsibilities, and coming up with proactive solutions that have really enhanced our ability to serve the community. Last year, in her role as VP of Events, she was instrumental in the organization and execution of our first annual Evening of Icons fundraising gala. I'll tell you, I'm more of an ideas person, and when I dreamed up this concept, a million people told me not to do it because it was just going to be too hard. And Vasiliki stepped in right away and said, okay, here's how we're going to make this work. She was the architect of the structure of how we ran the gala and the voice of reason in making sure that the night ran smoothly. I can say without a doubt we truly would not have been able to do it without her. When looking for ways to continue her volunteerism in the group for this year, she proactively identified a gap in recruitment and created a new position for us. Oh, and she also started her own thriving business as well this year, I believe, right? With an absolutely gorgeous daughter, I'm honored that this dedicated mom, founder, and business owner is also dedicating her time and talent to the Ramsey Juniors. Like I said, we're better for it. Thank you, Vasiliki.
That's fun. Congratulations. Well done. Great on the doctorate. Congratulations. Okay, thank you, well done. And I was just doing it too. Yep. Oh, yeah. Let's jump. No, I'm gonna jump to school because Sean is here. Okay, Kathleen is here, let's jump to pool because Sean's here. Sean, Officer Beeman. Hey, dude. Hi, nice to see you.
Hi. Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Kathleen Hewitt. I'm the chair of the pool commission, and this is Gary Block. He is our pool director, and we are here with Sean Beeman, and we'd like to honor the volunteer of the year. It's my honor and privilege privilege to present the Volunteer of the Year Award on behalf of the Ramsey Municipal Pool Commission. Tonight, we recognize a person who has gone above and beyond in service to our community, Officer Sean Beeman of the Ramsey Police Department. Officer Beeman has dedicated his time, energy, and leadership to create and run one of the most successful events we've had, the Emergency Responder Night at the Pool. This event not only brought our community together, but also helped foster relationships between our residents and the first responders who work so hard to keep us safe. Thanks to Officer Beeman's efforts, this night has become a highlight of the summer, and its success is a direct reflection of his commitment to our town. It's people like Officer Beeman can remind us of what community spirit is all about. His dedication, initiative, and unwavering support for the Pool Commission and the residents of Ramsey have made a lasting impact. On behalf of the Ramsey Municipal Pool Commission and the entire community, it is my great pleasure to present Officer Sean Beeman with a Volunteer of the Year Award. Thank you, Officer Beeman, for your incredible service and for making Ramsey a better place for all. That's a good guy.
Thank you.
You get a picture?
Thank you.
All right, say something. Thanks, Sean.
Okay. I guess when I took over this job, I wasn't really sure what I was going to get. Kind of came in the middle of the night. There's a little called me and said, like, the mayor's calling you soon, like, pick up. Volunteered, I guess, if you will. But you know what? It's been great working with Kat and with Gary. I love the pool. I find myself, my kids are there often, so it's a benefit both to me and my family to work in the pool committee, and I'm grateful for the award, so thank you.
Thank you, Sean. Thanks, Kathleen. Thanks, Gary.
Sean, do you want to stay up here and do Mary?
Sure, I will.
Okay, let's do lead.
All right. Well, I'm going to, I guess, speak and receive the award for my assistant, Mary Geisenheimer. For those who don't know, I'm also Sean Beeman. I run the community engagement program at Ramsey Police Department. It's fitting that Mary could not be here because she's actually receiving an award for her grandson. Mary has really kind of taken on the grandmother role for almost everybody in Ramsey. There's a lot of communication that goes back and forth with the schools, with the parents, with all that I do, with all that I touch, and the big reason for the success of my program is Mary. And so it's really rewarding to see her kind of fill that role, and you step into high school and everybody calls her affectionately as Yaya. It's really, really cool. So unfortunately she cannot be here, but I'm going to speak and receive and say thank you to Mary formally in front of everybody to recognize just how much she's meant to me and the program, and really the town, because she's adopted almost every one of your kids. If you have a kid in the school system, your kid definitely knows Mary. So
That's true.
we'll say
Thanks, Sean.
thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Nice to see you. See you.
Thank you.
All right, Glenn. Okay, Environmental Commission, Councilman Popple.
Good evening, everyone. Glenn Popolo, and I am the liaison for the Environmental Committee. Pat couldn't make it tonight, and Aaron, so you're stuck with me. But I think it's so appropriate that Jen is the recipient this year for Volunteer of the Year Award for all the work that she's done for the food waste program that we have here in Ramsey. Just to go over a little bit, I didn't know too much about what the whole food waste recycling program was about, so I was grilling Jen all the time, and all right, what is this, what do you got? Well, she did the investigation work. A couple other towns, in Richfield Park and Tenafly, had a program that they had, so she prepared a PowerPoint presentation, got all the facts and figures for the town that I gave to the mayor and council and borough administrator Jose to go through, but as well as to kind of go through the details for it. She had it personally, that she was doing it at her home, so it was very easy to kind of understand what was the result. So the result was a pilot program of 90 families here in Ramsey have joined. We have 3,700 pounds of waste that has been now recycled to go through, and we have been asked to go to Paramus to give it a briefing to, I guess, all the other towns that are going to be there on December 5th, which is gonna be very, very good. So the other two towns I mentioned were not asked, we were asked, which is very, very good. But thank you, Jen, for all your work, and this is great.
Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, everybody. Yes, the food scraps recycling initiative was something that I was very passionate about. Just diverting food waste from the landfills is just a great way to minimize the methane emissions. I really need to thank the mayor and the council for supporting this because you greenlit it and was willing to pay for it so that the Ramsey residents were able to participate in this program at no cost. So that's great. Thank you. And I want to thank the Environmental Commission for their support through this whole process. It was, it's not easy getting the programs up and running. And I want to thank my family for always supporting these people. Thank you.
Want to get a picture? Thank you. All right. Okay, Bryce. Harry, you're up. Yeah, right. Then we have Chris and Cole. Next.
Chris, you wanna?
And Judy. And Judy.
Okay.
Do you have Judy's in there? Yeah, she just wasn't on the list. Where's Judy?
Where'd Judy go?
Where'd Judy go? Oh, well, like, where are you?
Good, just so you're aware. Okay, I didn't know if I have to pull you down, we didn't tell you. Good evening, everybody. Congratulations to all the Volunteer of the Year recipients. My name is Harry Weber. I'm the current coordinator for Ramsey is for Everyone, or as we're known as RIFE. It's a 501c3 organization under the umbrella of the mayor and council, and started by my dear friend Mayor Dillon here several years ago. I took over as coordinator from my dear friend Glenn, and he was kind enough to let me take the reins for a little while. We are an organization that basically looks to make this town better for anybody, eliminate any kind of challenges, whether they be for physical disabilities, athletic disabilities. We are most known for our Challenger program, where we run sporting activities all year long. We run soccer through the fall, basketball in the winter, softball in the summer, and then we have a full calendar of social events. We just had our Halloween party this past Friday night with over 200 people attending, so it's really grown in magnitude. We have, thanks to Gary and the pool committee, we have a fantastic pool party and barbecue in the summertime. We use the high school for the gala. We have a winter dance. We do karaoke. We do a wide array of things. I'm very blessed because it's the type of organization everybody wants to help, and we have a ton of volunteers that includes each and every person that you see sitting up on the stage. Every one of these people are at our events, either serving food, cleaning up, setting up, doing whatever has to be done. So I thank the mayor and the council and all the support staff for all that they do. This year, it was very, very hard to pick a single person, so we went in a different direction because this family just really stepped up, even more so this year than any other. Well, they just stepped up wonderfully. So we have Chris Haas, his wife Judy, Councilwoman Judy Cusick, and their son Kobe. I tried FaceTiming him into the meeting, but he said he had a club meeting. So, sorry about that. These three individuals, I couldn't pick one of them because it would probably cause problems at Thanksgiving dinner. Over, oh, well, you did and I didn't. But between the three of them, you know how a family picks an activity that they love to do together, go to the beach? This family seems to thrive on coming and helping out at Rife Challenger events. Chris and Kobe are there setting up tables before every event. They're there at the end of the night breaking everything down. In softball, I don't know if anybody has any idea how hard it is to push or pull a wheelchair in sand. That's what Chris and Kobe do with softball. We do have kids show up in wheelchairs, and in order for them to participate fully, Chris is the one that, I can't do it anymore, but Chris is the one that is actually pulling these kids around the bases in a wheelchair on a dirt infield. I'll do it in the basketball courts, which is a wood floor, it's a little bit easier. I also wanted to mention the son Kobe Haas.
is so involved with our organization that he did win one of the Rife, he did win one of the Rife scholarships this year at the high school, on the war night at the high school, because of all of his involvement with our group. But I just did want to congratulate Chris, Judy, and Kobe on behalf of Rife, and thank you for all you do.
Thank you very much. I was so surprised. Because you just.
Well, that's the way it is. It's just,
Yeah.
you guys just show up and do it. You don't expect it, so all the best. Thank you for everything.
Judy?
We'll get him his own.
Want to say anything?
When we're out there with these kids, and when I'm with Chris and Kobe and Harry and all of you, but more importantly, when I'm out there with those kids and I see them hit the ball or score a basket or kick the ball into the goal, these are moments that I want to freeze in time. Thank you, Harry.
I will say that each of the three family members bring their strengths. Judy shows up with game plans. I mean, she thinks she's going to triple A. I'm like, she's out there yelling at them, what the hell are you saying? Focus, focus, 4. What are you talking about, 4? 4 what? But it's just a wonderful family, and just the latest in a great line of volunteers that we've had working for our organization. Thank you.
You know, when they say kids, some of those kids are 50 years old, okay? The age group, they could be 8 years old up to 50, 55, we don't care. And they don't have to be Ramsey residents. We have people who come down from Passaic County, because none of the towns around us have as strong of a program as we do. We welcome everybody, including people from group homes, and we don't charge. You know, we only charge if there's a fee to us, like if they have to go to if they go to Humdingers or something like that. But everything else, it gets paid for. It just magically gets paid for.
Love that.
Yeah, so. Got it, Kat?
Want me out?
Oh. Thank you. Okay, Municipal Alliance.
All right, Shauna.
Come on, Shauna.
It's your turn.
Hello. Here, I'll let Sarah know. Here.
So the Municipal Alliance is the substance misuse prevention and mental health awareness education program in our community. It touches the schools, it touches the community members. It's from, you know, youngsters in elementary school all the way up to, you know, those who are in recovery, those who are just in our community. And Shauna just does such a great job with this organization. And Shauna, this was a challenging year with some of our volunteers moving on to contribute in other ways around our community. Despite that, you have continued to build up and move the RMA forward as an important organization for Ramsey residents. I would like to take an opportunity to remind you of what you were able to lead the RMA to accomplish in this trying year. You provided what Smith School needed to host Red Ribbon Week. You organized the Chris Heron Assembly and Parent Presentation, which was a huge undertaking. Maintained both the leadership grant and the state grant for the organization. You offered the LMTI leadership opportunity for students to attend this summer. Hosted the annual Meet the Police and Drug Take Back event with Gizmo D. Rovan. Organized Overdose Awareness Month display of purple flags at the high school. You may have seen them in front of the digital sign for about a month. Submitted articles to raise awareness through Ramsey Neighbors and Ramsey Journal. Supported the organization of the mock car crash for students. supported lead and provided volunteers to assist at their events, organized and co-sponsored therapy dog presentations at both Tisdale and Hubbard, helped coordinate presentations by Stephen Hill for students at our school, and are now leading the reformation of the Stigma-Free Initiative. Your energy is infectious, and your volunteer team members all agree that this recognition is very well deserved. Everyone is so proud of you.
Thank you. I forgot about some of those things.
I didn't.
It's just an honor to be able to be involved in this beautiful community and to be among the volunteers tonight that are being recognized. You know, I love working with Sarah. I love working with our team. I'm grateful for the support of the County Council. And I'm grateful to be able to work in this community where my children are growing up and to just raise awareness about health and well-being and saying no to drugs and alcohol. And
Thank you.
so the thing is, this year, Sarah nominated me, and I nominated Sarah. Oh, sorry. My organization. All right, I didn't know that part. But anyway, I nominated Sarah. I kind of went behind her back because the letter to request a nomination comes from Sarah. We do a lot, and you know, we have a wonderful group of volunteers, and I send out a lot of emails saying, hey, you know, we've got this going on, you know, who can help? Sarah's always a yes. You know, just for background, Sarah was chair of the RMA from 2018 to 2022 when she became councilwoman, and then she was our council liaison. I kind of figured when that happened that she would be really busy and she wouldn't be able to help out as much, which I should have realized that was not the case. Sarah continues to give constantly to our organization. She's the type of person where if she thinks you need help, she'll find that 30 minutes that she has between this thing and that thing to make sure that you have the help that you need. When I think of Sarah, words like backbone come to mind, loyalty, devotion. She's smart, she's capable, and she gives so much to our organization. She's been a huge support to me when I transitioned into this leadership role, which was a little uncomfortable for me to begin with. And all of us have benefited, our community has benefited from her involvement in RMA. And I wrote notes. I don't remember if I missed any of them, but I think I said everything I needed to say. Thank you so much, and I'm really honored to give you this recognition.
Congratulations.
Thank
George,
you.
you got the pictures? Okay.
Now I know why you're here.
Hey, Chamber of Commerce. Eric? Yeah. Hi there. Oh, nice to see you. Okay. Hello.
Hi everyone, my name is Derek Ralston. I'm with the Ramsey Chamber of Commerce. I'd like to thank Mayor Dillon and the council for putting on this award ceremony. I think as a chamber we've been pretty spoiled, if not very fortunate, to have some great leadership over the last few years with some key volunteers. Actually with us today is Louise Van Osten, who's been our president for the last 6 years. Louise is in a bundle of energy. She's just been an incredible inspiration for all of us. But after many years of dedicated service, Louise decided to step down in January. And so the board nominated me to take over her position. As reluctant as I was, because I know there are big shoes to fill, I agreed to do so with one caveat. And that was to ask Kat to work with me and share in the role. For those of you who don't know Kat, she is a tireless worker. She is a highly motivated, committed individual to whatever cause she's engaged in. And I can honestly say unequivocally that she's one of the most capable and talented businesswomen that I've ever come across. In addition to juggling her own business, which is Photography by Sky, which she generously donates her time and efforts to in every community organization. She's also involved in many other organizations, and in each one of those, she presents a force for driving the organization forward and keeping everyone focused. When it comes to the chamber, she's got her hands in all of our operations, and is very integral in all the events. Yeah, right. And she's been incredibly integral in all the events that we participate in within the town. For example, with Ramsey Day, some of you might know on Prospect Street, there's about 30 tables that we now can give to our members to interact with the community. That's Kat. On Saturday, after the Halloween parade in Ramsey, there's with coordination with the fire department, there's a trunk or treat spectacular for the kids and our members to again interact with the community. That's Kat. And then in December, there's the huge, very, very popular, I think everyone knows it from here to California, the Home for the Holidays parade. And Kat's brainchild is a Home for the Holidays shopping boutique, which she has created over the last few years. And that's become tremendously a successful event for small businesses, home-based businesses, just local business, shop local, and people in the community have just absolutely loved it. So for all those reasons, many others, I'm very proud and pleased to present the award to Kat this year. So.
I told him to go fast because I'm wearing heels because he's so tall. I'm used to wearing heels. I'm so proud to just be part of this chamber. Thank you to the mayor, to the council, to Sarah, who is our liaison. It's an incredible group of people that it's not just a business. We don't just hand out network, we don't network and just hand out cards. We really live our motto, which is connecting community and commerce. So that's why we love to get involved in all of these events. I couldn't do anything I do without the support of all these guys, and I thank them all the time for following all my wacky ideas and going along with it. So thank you all for hanging in there.
Well done. Well done.
Get a good picture, guys. Picture.
Oh, Kat, should I get a picture?
That's my job tonight.
Oh,
So
tonight, you're the photographer? You're the photographer tonight.
I am. All right, well, yeah, she's gonna tell you what to do, not me. Awesome, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Next is Ramsey Historical.
I feel like I should be thanking a lot of people in the room. Garden Club for a wonderful garden, the Women's Club for saving the old stone house in 1950s. It's a long list. I've worked connected with a number of different organizations in town and love serving. We tend to measure service in decades at the Historical Association. This is my 28th year. I'm referred to as the new guy. Our first nominee, he's not here. He had his 90th birthday this year. He gave me a strict order, nothing at night, so I'll be bringing him this on Friday. During the day, it was Kurt Braille. So I said I was 20 years, Kurt dates me by at least a decade. He's been our Vice President of Finance for a quarter century now.
Wow.
He renovated our entire basement at the old stone house, which involved moving a lot of dirt. So he does jobs like that, but he was also a retired banker from Citibank who prepares our tax certificate. He does any job we ask. Your first question should be, why do we wait so long to honor him? We tried to honor him 3 times. He's refused the honor every time. He refuses any acknowledgement for what he does. Probably his most major lasting accomplishment is he is probably more individually responsible than anyone else for laying out the controls and financial reporting that allow the popular farmers market buildings to function in town. We love that, so Kurt is a big part of that, along with Nancy and the folks. We really got that thing set up. So thank you, Kurt. Not here, but
thank you, Kurt.
We will get. Our second honoree appears on more Shutterstock holiday cards than anyone will have ever met. About half a decade ago, our St. Nick celebration quit, and I asked John Kennedy to step in. So once a year, is dyed white. And he shows up, and he is an alternative mall Santa for about 90 kids every year, which is not an easy job. Requires a certain approach, a certain positive attitude. I knew he was a little into it in year 2 when he showed up with a bunch of St. Nicholas facts that he was memorizing over the last 10 minutes of St. Nicholas. But I knew we had to honor him this year. Now, Bergen County is a Dutch heritage. There are a lot of St. Nicholas celebrations. The Bergen Museum, there's a handful of others. Upper Saddle River does one. And I went to the Bergen Coalition Museum meeting, and one of the ladies there leaned in and said, I heard Ramsey has a great St. Nick. Where did you get him? And I said, you're not poaching Ramsey's St. Nick. So, thank you, John, for doing what's a little bit of a tough job every year. Kids love it. Latest thing, Instagrams of adults who like Santa, which I did not anticipate, but it's an interesting side effect. Thank you, John.
Congratulations, and thank you.
I'm on the good list this year.
Jackie, Girl Scouts? She comes. Hi, Jackie. Hi. Come on down.
Yeah.
Okay. Camera.
Okay, my name is Jackie Gerst. I'm a Girl Scout leader here in town. This year we would like to honor Julie as our Volunteer of the Year. Julie has been a dedicated Girl Scout leader for quite a number of years. She has a wonderful 5th grade troop, and she also is the treasurer for our town. She's been the treasurer. She did it for 3 years, and she says, okay, it's time for someone else to step up. Nobody else stepped up. So Julie is our treasurer. She's also run some townwide events, so we're so grateful to you. Heather says thank you also for stepping up as our treasurer and doing all you do for Girl Scouts, so thank you.
Thank you. Got the picture? I'm not real good at this. This is not my best. Okay. I don't know if everybody knows, but they do this thing at, what's the park? Van Saun, like this winter wonderland. And the county gives every town a tree. At least now they've forewarned us about it. They used to not tell us about it. And you're expected to decorate said tree. So one year, I forget, a couple years ago, Councilman Gutwetter, his wife, my husband, Councilwoman, we were decorating the tree ourselves. We did not do a great job, but it got decorated.
Hey, now.
So it's hard for admit it.
Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
So we really can't ask the DPW to do it. They can't be going down to Paramus to decorate trees. They got other stuff going on, especially in December. So I asked Jackie if the Girl Scouts would take that over, and guess what? The tree was simply magnificent.
It brought
And we hope you'll do it again this year.
Do you know when we could start decorating?
I'll let you know when I get that.
Let me
email.
know.
So,
Okay, so you're gonna do the Boy Scouts?
and now let's do Boy Scouts.
I love that.
So, hello, my name's Jackie. You might have seen me before. I'm committee chair of the Boy Scouts here in town, and this year we would like to honor as our Volunteer of the Year. In order to pick our Volunteer of the Year, I just send out an email to basically our committee, a few other people. Who do you think should be our Volunteer of the Year? and then they vote, and then I calculate, look, this year, Anna, and Anna. So we're so thankful for all you do. Anna is an amazing person. If you need anything done, you'll ask Anna. Anna has taken special training so she can go out camping with the boys. The council and national has now required us to have more training than we had before, so she went out and she took it. She goes camping with the boys. She's part of she heads our hospitality, so anytime we have any kind of award ceremony, anything like that, Anna coordinates that. Most of all, we are thankful she handles our Christmas tree sale. That is a very big job. We start in July, determining how many trees we need, and we go back and forth with the prices and the ordering, and then it's a matter of scheduling the boys and scheduling when the truck's coming. It's really a big deal. So we thank you so much, Anna, for all you do. We're all grateful.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. It's a great honor for me. I'm a dedicated Scout mama. Been in a Scout here for many, many times, and I tell my boys, you're gonna be in a scouting because I like camping. So training was easy for me, and I really enjoy it, and I really honored to be a part of a great group. I have to say, every parent in our troop who dedicate their time and energy for moving this organization and make Boy Scouting so fun and interesting and educational in a way for boys of Ramsey. They all really, they are part of it, and I get it for all of them. So, I'm really, really humbled to be to work and be a part of a group of leadership of Troop 31. Anybody you haven't know, bring them in.
Congratulations, Doctor. Ozzy says hi. And Ramsey Soccer. Hi, Greg.
Unfortunately, nobody from RSA will be present to give the award to this year's recipient, so I will read this on behalf of the organization. On behalf of the Ramsey Soccer Association, we are pleased to recognize Gregory Checks for his outstanding contributions to our organization. Mr. Checks has been an invaluable volunteer devoting countless hours to ensure that our community's recreational soccer program is accessible and enjoyable for all. As the president of the association, Gregory has worked tirelessly to maintain our fields, organize practices and games, and mentor young athletes. His commitment to provide a positive and inclusive environment for children of all skill levels is truly commendable. Through his efforts, Gregory has not only helped to promote physical activity and sportsmanship, but has also instilled important life lessons in our youth, such as the value of hard work, teamwork, and perseverance. We are grateful for his dedication and service to the association and our community. Thank you.
First of all, I just want to say thank you to the mayor and council for recognizing all the volunteers tonight. It was quite impressive to see everyone. As I was sitting there, I'm going, wow, that one's a tough act to follow. And I realized they all are, and I want to say thank you and honor all the volunteers who got awards today, because really what you do is really what makes the character of this town so great. So thank you to all the volunteers. Ramsey Soccer Association is the rec soccer program in town. It's the biggest recreation program out of any. Every weekend we have about 600 kids having fun playing soccer. and I want to thank the 77 parents that volunteer to coach, the 11 other members that volunteer to be on the executive board, and do so much of the hard work that I get to take credit for and get awards like this. So thank you to everyone as part of RSA, thank you to everyone here, and thank you to the mayor and council.
Madam Deborah? You notice the signs around town, like, sign up for soccer, sign up for this, all that. We never had that before until this year. That was Greg's idea. So, well done, Greg. Well done. Okay, well, we're done. We're gonna go back to our regular meeting. You know, of course, you're welcome to stay here with us. We won't be offended or insulted if you choose not to. Okay. Good
See
night.
ya.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Congratulations, congratulations. Congratulations, Katie. Congratulations, Shauna. Congratulations. One of my favorite meetings of the whole year. I love this. That's how I got my start volunteering. So. Bye, Deb. Bye, Greg. See you Saturday, Harry. Bye, everyone. Thank you. See you guys. Thank you. Gary, May, for me, swim lessons. Lifeguard. Yeah. Lifeguard. Yeah, all right. I told Gary I was going to be converted for that with Ramsey Pool, so we can keep it open later. Oh. I did do that. When I was like 18, I'm like, I'm ready. Let's go. I did the test too, and sub in. It actually was like when I did the test. I could float forever. I could like tread water.
That's
with
right.
my clothes on.
Have a good night.
I had to swim across like a pond, like which was like a triathlon thing. We had to tread water with our clothes on and make like a bubble out of our shirt, you know, like an inflatable.
Are we good? Meredith, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Do I have a motion to go back into order?
Yes, Madam Mayor, I make a motion to go back into order.
Second?
Councilwoman Cusick, I second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, great. So, advertised public hearing for final consideration of ordinance 13-2024.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. This is the final reading of ordinance number 13-2024. An ordinance amending Chapter 8 of the Code of the Borough of Ramsey, Bergen County, State of New Jersey, more specifically Section 8-3 thereof entitled Parking Restrictions and Limitations, and been brought up for public hearing, and all persons interested having been given an opportunity to be heard, cast final reading by title, and that said ordinance be adopted as ordinance of the Borough of Ramsey, and be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk be and she hereby is directed to cause the title of said ordinance to be published in an official newspaper of the Borough in the manner provided by law, together with a notice of the date of introduction and adoption of said ordinance.
Do we have a second?
Madam Mayor, Councilwoman Cusick, I second.
Thank you. Do we have any comments on this, or would you like the Borough Administrator to comment?
I don't have any further comments, Borough Administrator.
Okay, thank you. The borough contractors and Rockland Electric are completing the final work on the installation and electrification of the electric vehicle charging stations in the borough-owned parking lot in North Central across from Borough Hall. These include 2 level 3 DC fast charging stations of 100 kilowatts, as well as 4 level 2 charging stations, 7.2 kilowatts. The borough had sought out and obtained grants from both the New Jersey DEP and Rockland Electric, which will cover 65% of the cost of the charging stations and installation. This ordinance sets the initial charging rates for the stations in municipal parking lots. The initial rates for level 2 chargers will be $1.50 per hour for the first 2 hours and $3 per hour thereafter, and for the level 3 fast chargers, 40 cents per kilowatt hour for the first 30 minutes and $5 per hour thereafter. These rates are in line with our neighboring stations and allow the borough to recover its remaining capital investment and operating costs. Moving forward, the rates may be changed by resolution of the governing body.
Thank you. Okay, I'll open this ordinance 13-2024 up for public hearing and comment. Is there anyone in the public that would like to comment on ordinance 13-2024? Okay, there's no one in the chambers to comment. Is there anyone on the telephone that would like to comment? First call for public comment on ordinance 13, 2024. Second call for comments. Third and final call for comments on ordinance 13, 2024. Not hearing anyone, I will close the public hearing on this ordinance. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick?
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter?
Yes.
Councilman Kilman?
Councilman Kilman?
Yes.
Councilman Popolo?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Councilwoman Poppy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, that ordinance is passed. I hereby appoint Krish Patel to the Ramsey Rescue. Consent resolutions, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Be resolved that resolutions 202, 2024 through and including 206, 2024, having been considered by the governing body of the Borough of Ramsey, be and are hereby passed and approved. There are no special permits nor block party requests this evening.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any comments on the resolutions? Not hearing any. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick?
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter?
Yes.
Councilman Kilman?
Yes.
Councilman Popolo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods?
Yes.
Thank you. We've already done the special presentation of the volunteer recognition, so we'll move on to committee and liaison reports. Finance Administration, Councilman Gutwetter.
Thank you again, Madam Mayor. Last time for this evening. I would like to thank all the volunteers that were recognized tonight and thank them for their service to the borough. As we all know, all the good things that take place in our town are the results of all the dedicated volunteers, and we thank them for all their efforts. For my report for this evening, on the library board, the library hosted a number of visits from students in various Ramsey classes in the last month. The library was also present at back-to-school nights in all the schools in the district to promote the library services. The New Jersey State Library recently released the required 1/3 of the minimum level of funding for libraries across the state. For our library, the minimum required funding level for 2025 ends up as a 12% higher than in 2024 and equates to an increase of $177,552.76, which will be used to replenish the capital improvement fund. The library is performing a space audit of the facility to identify high-use areas, access use of space, and develop a plan to utilize the space. Maggie Suarez, the head of Children's Services, submitted a narrative to the library board on the success of the summer reading program. The library is going to hold its annual Boo Bash Halloween celebration on this Saturday, October 26th, from 1 to 3 p.m., featuring a family-friendly haunted house, Halloween crafts, activities, and costumes, and the library is also working on a homebound delivery policy. More details to follow. For the Recreation Commission, fall sports are underway and winter sports registrations are open for basketball in grades 4 through 8, wrestling grades K through 8, and a new K through 3 basketball clinic will be opening soon. This Saturday, the Halloween parade is scheduled to take place in conjunction with the trunk or treat sponsored by the Ramsey Fire Department. The parade begins at 10:30 a.m. from the Mechanic Street parking lot and ends at the fire department headquarters, and trunk or treat will end at 12 p.m. Have your boys and ghouls trunk or treat in a safe atmosphere and meet your local firefighters and special guests. Rumor has it that Councilman Gutwetter may be marching in the parade with his little 2.5-year-old grandson Mason. Ramsey Farmers Market. The market is open Sundays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. There will be a Touch a Truck event on October 27th, and November 10th there will be a Second Chance toy collection sponsored by the Ramsey Environmental Commission Green Team. Thank you.
Thank you. Public Safety, Councilman Kilman.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. First off, I'm sorry I can't be with you. I'm a little under the weather, but watching this on YouTube tonight makes me incredibly proud to be a councilman who serves this community. Thanks to all the volunteers in Ramsey, and congratulations to those recognized this evening. It truly defines what greatness is in our community. My single report tonight is the Ramsey Emergency Services Complex Development Committee and NETA architects continue to make progress on the replacement publicly advertised and for bids to be received. Any bids will be reviewed from a technical and legal perspective by the borough professionals and representatives from the Ramsey Volunteer Fire Department, Ramsey Rescue Squad, and the Ramsey Office of Emergency Management. And at that point, the borough will decide whether to move forward with the project as currently envisioned. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Kilman. Building, Planning, and Zoning, Councilwoman Woods.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I would like to congratulate Krish Patel on his appointment to the Ramsey Rescue Squad, and I really want to thank all the volunteers in our town, especially the ones honored tonight, but really all the volunteers. It just warms my heart. It's one of my most favorite evenings in the borough. It's how I got my start, actually, was volunteering in this town, and I really just love this community for that. The seniors, I obviously continue to be so active, but right now they're working on their holiday lunch. They're having a special meeting tomorrow to finalize everything. It'll be held at Biagio's, and I'll have more details on that later. The Design Review Board met last night and approved one application. The Zoning Board of Adjustment met last week and had 2 applications before them. And that is all I have, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Okay. Utilities, Buildings, and Grounds, Councilwoman Cusick.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Ramsey volunteers are my heroes. They dedicate their time and energy to making our Ramsey even a better place. Their selfless contributions create a ripple effect of positivity and improvement, and I have a deep sense of gratitude for their unwavering commitment and their investment to enhance the quality of life for all residents. Their efforts not only foster a sense of community, but also inspire others to put our Ramsey first by creating a stronger, more connected borough. Congratulations to Krish Patel for your appointment to Ramsey Rescue. And with love, congratulations to Chris Haas and Kobe Haas for their Rife Awards. The report tonight will be an update regarding our Planning Board, Shade Tree Commission, and Board of Public Works. The Planning Board last met on the 15th of October. There was one hearing which was carried to the next meeting, which will be held on the 5th of November. The Shade Tree last met on the 17th of October. The next meeting will be the 18th of November. The Ramsey Board of Public Works last met on the 21st of October. The next meeting is the 21st of November. Per and polyfluorinated substances, PFAS, are a group of chemicals used to make fluoropolymer coatings and products that resist heat, oil stains, grease, and water. There are United States EPA PFAS water quality limits which impact our water supply. H2M, our architectural and engineering firm, is working with the Ramsey Water Department regarding treatment approaches. The lead service line replacement, Board of Public Works continues planning regarding this. New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection lead service line replacement legislation. The project requires that all lead service lines served by the water system be replaced by the year 2031. And finally, leaf removal, because I can't leave this one alone. Thank you, everyone. I'm here till Thursday. Try the deal. Jane's trying to take the mic from me now. Stop it, Jane. The annual fall leaf pickup is posted, and it started in October, and our leaf pickup guide is on the website. Please be aware that piles of leaves should not be left or placed in a manner which could impede public safety. And if the timing doesn't meet your schedule, leaves can be taken by you to the Ramsey Recycling Center, located in the rear of the Main Street commuter lot. Our Borough of Ramsey Journal included articles regarding our BPW efforts, and I want to thank you, Councilwoman Poppy and Kelly and others, for the articles in the Ramsey Journal. Thank you so much. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you.
That's my report for tonight.
Pass it on down. Okay, Public and Governmental Relations, Councilwoman Poppy.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Congratulations to Krish Patel for his appointment to Ramsey Rescue. Your service is appreciated. Congratulations to all of the recipients of the Volunteer of the Year Award. The volunteers in Ramsey are incredibly special, and we are thankful for their contributions. Thank you to the organizations for your thoughtful nominations. This is a wonderful night for the community to be able to be recognized for their service to Ramsey. Last week, I attended the Rife Halloween party. It was very well attended, and everyone had such a great time. I love seeing the smiling faces and people dancing in their creative costumes. Thank you to all of the volunteers who made this event possible. I also was able to attend the RPEF Gala last Thursday. It was very well organized and also a lot of fun. The organization did a great job. On October 9th, I attended the RMA's annual Parent Academy featuring Chris Herron. He was an incredibly impactful speaker. Although there were many people in attendance, we had hoped that more parents would have come out for this event. The RMA did a very good job of organizing the presentation. Thank you to all of the volunteers, Ramsey Schools, the RMA, and the Borough for sponsoring this event. The committee will not meet this month and will meet again the 25th of November. They will also be holding their first stigma-free subcommittee meeting the 18th of November. Anyone interested in joining should email ramseymunicipalalliance@gmail.com. The Ramsey Chamber of Commerce will have their trunk set up after the Halloween parade across from the fire department this Saturday. There is still time for chamber members to register. October 31st is the last day to sign up for the early bird pricing for the Holiday Boutique. And on November 20th, members can learn about the Macy's top gifting styles to the holiday season. Visit the chamber website or Facebook page for more information. As a reminder, the pool commission will not meet again until January. This concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Health, Education, Social Services, Councilman Popolo.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Congratulations to Chris Patel on the appointment, and thank you for the service. Congratulations to all the volunteer recipients for their great work. I'll start off with Rife, and congratulations to Councilwoman Judy Cusick, who was recognized tonight, and her family, Chris and Kobe. They volunteer a lot, and they do a lot for the events, for the athletic events and all the events. And truly, the Rifers know it, right? The Rifers recognize it, and their families recognize it, right? All of us that do that type of stuff. So thank you for doing all that you do. Challenger Soccer continues with approximately 3 more sessions pending weather for the season. And as mentioned by earlier, the Halloween party was a huge success at St. Paul's. We had 100 Rifers, and as Mr. Weber mentioned, 200 people at the event. As a bouncer at the door, and security, right, is one of the roles that I played there. 2.5 hours the Rifers just danced for, from 6:30 to 9 o'clock. They just didn't, they did eat, they did go to get their food, but some even brought the food to the dance floor to kind of do that. So, like our pool party that we have, it's just a huge success. And as you mentioned, Mayor, it keeps growing, that we got to make sure we get these grants to continue on. Environmental Committee, congratulations to Jennifer DiPilato again for her award, and instrumental in kind of putting that together for the food waste recycling program. And again, I'll probably see if she is available for that December session if we do go down. I do plan to try to get to that event. The next meeting is November 12th. And Board of Ed, we will meet next Tuesday at 10:29.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you to Councilwoman Poppy for organizing the volunteer night, another successful event. And congratulations to all the Volunteer of the Year recipients, and thank them for all of the work that they do. Congratulations and thank you to Krish Patel for joining Ramsey Rescue Squad. Also, thanks to Councilwoman Poppy and Mrs. Sylvester for another successful issue of the Ramsey Journal. It's just chock full of lots of information. I would like to thank everybody who donated for the North Carolina collection. The truck actually ended up leaving earlier than anticipated because the participation was so overwhelming. They filled a truck and 2 pods, and they were brought down to North Carolina. So thank you to everybody who participated. It was an overwhelming response. And I also want to remind everybody that Monday, November 11th is Veterans Day, and we'll have our Veterans Day ceremony. And once again, it's at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, so it'll be at 11 o'clock at Veterans Park. And that's all I have. Thank you. Borough Administrator.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. A couple brief comments tonight on a couple agenda items. Resolution 204, last meeting we had, the governing body had accepted with regret Sergeant Zelag's retirement, which was originally April 1st. Subsequent to that meeting, he informed the borough he's changing his retirement date to be effective March 1st, so this resolution tonight amends that. And Resolution 206 confirms the adoption of amended fire department bylaws. The Ramsey Volunteer Fire Department membership had voted to update their bylaws. This resolution confirms those approved changes from the department. The only other comment I would make tonight is, again, congratulate all of the Volunteer of the Year recipients and all the volunteers in general that make this town what it is and sets it apart from others. Thank you.
Thank you. Borough Attorney.
Nothing, thank you, Madam Mayor.
Borough Clerk.
I just wanted to mention that early voting starts on Saturday, this Saturday, October 26th.
Thanks. Do you want to do a rave alert on that?
I'll send it out tomorrow, yes.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
And the closest place to vote for us is Wyckoff.
Wyckoff and
Woodcliff Lake.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else? All right, there's no new ordinances to introduce, no unfinished or new business. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn, Madam Mayor.
Second?
Second?
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
I just want viewers to
Good
clap
night.
after everything we say tonight.